planted.
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to SpikeTalk episode 51, post Santiago. We got a special guest here. We got Nats.
Hello.
What up, bro? And we got the bum. And bum number 2 right here, who couldn't win Santiago, but unlucky, bro. Unlucky.
It was close though, no? Very
Yeah.
close.
You're the bum.
Very,
I'm just behind the meta, you know.
I'm the bum. You're behind the meta.
Well, yeah,
Okay,
because you
bro.
didn't win. I mean, you know.
Hey, bro, whatever. Hey, so, thank you for coming, Nats. We were supposed to have you on here for the last episode for the 50th,
Yeah, it was
but
supposed to
we
be the
couldn't make the
special
timing
50.
work. Dude, it was
So
so
we
hard.
had Redgar as the first guest. You were supposed to be the 50th, but we just couldn't line up the schedule.
Dude, it's hard, bro. Like, dude, the turnaround, I realized, like, the turnaround from when you qualify to actually, like, going is just so quick, bro.
Yeah.
You have no time to do anything, really. Like, you can't really make new shit. You kind of just going there and, like, hopefully you can, like, adapt.
Yeah, nowadays it's so fast. Before it was way more time. When you qualify, I think you had way more time before. And now it's a week with all of the travel timing.
Yeah, dude, how was that for you? Because you guys had to travel pretty fucking far, man. For me, it was pretty chill.
Actually, for us, it was far, but we had only 4-hour time difference though. It was I was thinking it's going to be way
It's
worse.
not that
But
bad.
yeah, I mean the travel was like 17 hours. It was okay.
Yeah.
But for you guys, it was like 4 hours or something.
Yeah, for us, I think it was 4-hour difference. Like maybe 5 hours ahead they were. So it wasn't that bad, like, honestly, because it was like pretty chill. But I'm curious, did you guys do anything to like adjust your schedules ahead of time? Because like a lot of teams now have been doing that, where like you kind of like want to like try to adjust your schedule so when you land you're kind of fresh already.
Yeah, I know a lot. I know some people who is trying to do. I mean, since it was 4 hours, not really. But I think the biggest issue with me, I cannot fall asleep in the plane. So no matter what I do before, I instantly break it in the plane.
Dude,
so that's why
bro.
I'm not even trying.
Bro, I'm the same way. Dude, I was the same way, but then out of nowhere for this trip, I started passing out. It was so weird. Because I was like telling them, I was like, dude, like, I can't sleep on planes. So like I just want to get the shit over with. I want to do a direct shot. Like, just as if I could just get off the plane as soon as possible, I don't even care what time I land. But it ended up working out for me this time. I ended up like taking a melatonin. I tried to like adjust my schedule, and it actually worked. But for my whole life, I could never sleep on planes, bro. And I was traveling for most of my life. You know what I mean? So I know what that feels like. That's terrible, bro. I feel like Frost, I feel like you're the type to just be able to just pass out wherever, anywhere.
Ooh,
Nah.
not anywhere,
Nah.
but yeah. On planes,
I'm
yes.
like this.
On
Bro, me
planes,
too,
yes,
bro.
though, for sure.
I just learned that skill. It's a skill. It's like actually a skill, sleeping on
It
planes,
is.
bro. Yeah, learn that shit, Nats. Come on, bro.
I don't know if there is a ways to learn it. I don't mind. The thing is, it's like even if I fall asleep for an hour, it's like the neck is cooked straight away after.
Oh my god.
It's like you sometimes, yeah. That's why I just 14 hours like that. At least it's fun, you know. You see how some people cut 10 hours. Even it's like I'm speaking to all of my teammates. They fall asleep 9-10 hours, and I'm saying that the flight was shaking a lot. No, I'm like yeah, because you just you fall asleep when it was the 1 hour after and 30 minutes before we landed. That's it. Crazy. I don't know.
Dude, I know Trent.
Must
like,
be nice.
yeah, Trent could just like pass out the entire flight. It's actually impressive, bro. I'm just like, I'll walk past him like 10 times because I got to use the bathroom a lot too. I don't know if it's because I'm old or what, but I'll be walking past him. He's just knocked out. I'm like, bro, this guy's been sleeping for like 10 hours already. How's this possible, bro?
Crazy. Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I wish. But yeah, let's talk about Santiago then, because we got to meet like at the airport actually. Like literally,
Yeah.
as soon as we both pulled up, bro, I was like, "Yo, what up, guys?"
It
We're
was
all
after
looking
the
chopped.
border, right?
Yeah, right after Border Patrol, bro. We were looking chopped, man. We were looking cooked, dude. I remember I came up to you. I was like, "Bro, I'm so out of it." But you guys said you were feeling good, and like, yeah, I mean,
They were feeling good. I was on the last energy I had because after 2 hours, I was already like, I was hoping I'll go to sleep. I know I cannot because it was just early in the morning. It was like 10 a.m. No, we were like,
yeah, bro. It was very early. Yeah, it was like 9 a.m. I think it was like 9 a.m. Yeah. Yo, at least the hotel was pretty close. I felt like it was pretty close to the airport. It wasn't that long of a ride. It was like
Yeah, I think it
25
was.
minutes or 30 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, I think pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't bad. So what did you do like when you landed? Did you go to sleep right away?
No, I tanked it until 8. And actually, I fell asleep at 10. No, I tanked it until 10. It was hard, but
That's pretty good, bro.
experience show up there. But the
Holy
playing
shit.
Valorant that day is crazy. You feel everyone just destroying you because you are twice slower than everyone.
Bro, I felt like the Chile server was kind of like, I don't know if you felt like this. I felt like I was dying pretty fast in the DMs. I feel like people actually had really good aim. Like I feel like in NA, they're pretty mid, bro. The death matches.
Well, no, I like Chile servers. Our servers in Europe are boring. Maybe it's like people headshotting you insta here, but at least people in Chile are fun. Here in Europe, some ranks are very, very boring.
Yeah, so you had a good time playing ranked in Chile.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Chile in general, dude? Like I for example, like I really like the food. Like I was eating a lot.
What, you were eating traditional food, or what exactly you were eating?
Just the food in general, I feel like was really good. Like we
Oh.
would go to like nice restaurants with the riot stipend, which by the way, Frost is not as much money anymore.
Really? Oh wow.
Bro, it kind of felt like at a certain point we were like fighting like for our lives and also like the food stipend so we could like put like food on the table. Like every match, because you know how like Riot sends you home right away.
Yeah.
Every match we were playing, we're like, bro, we win this shit, we get the new stipend. Like, come on, guys, we can do this shit.
That's actually crazy. But
But yeah, what was your
Like the
experience with the
motivation.
food, Nats? Like, how'd you like the food? How'd you like Chile?
I think we were eating steaks every day. That's it.
Damn,
Twice a day we were eating steaks.
damn, bro, that's kind of heavy, no?
Oh, we are young. It's okay.
Yeah,
We don't
living the
care.
good life.
They digest instantly.
Living the fucking good life, bro.
Just called you old,
Steaks
man.
every day. Bro, you know what happened
I
to
did
me?
not call him old.
Bro, I
just said
I'll
we are
say it.
young.
I'm
that's what
fucking
you
old.
said.
That's actually
That's
so
what you
smart.
said.
That was actually so based though.
Said.
That's good PR training, bro. That's good PR
It is.
training.
It is. Take
Oh,
notes.
that was really good. Dude, we went to some like really good steakhouse. I forgot the name. Fuck, maybe it's translated. How do you say goat in Spanish, Frost?
That is a great question. I actually do not.
You don't even know?
Baca. Sorry. Yeah, I just told you.
No, it was called something else. Fuck.
I mean, it
Anyways,
can
the
only
place
be
was
like
translated
Cabra.
to the
That's the only
goat.
thing it can be.
Cabra.
Yeah, I think Cabra. Yeah. We went to a place called La Cabra.
Was
And
it far away from hotel?
bro, it was like 5-minute Uber, maybe.
Oh, okay.
It was really nice. Like it was like in this like little mini mall that had like 3 floors. Like, I don't know. But anyways, the place, bro, the steak was insane, bro. It was like a 600-gram steak. Brother, I didn't realize how big a 600-gram steak was. Because like they don't have those like I don't know. Like
Probably
usually
the size of a tomahawk, right?
bro, this shit was massive, brother. It was like this thick, this fucking wide.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. People are about to clip that. People are about to clip that for
Pause.
sure.
Nah.
Yeah, people about to
Yeah,
clip
but
that
I'm
for
pretty sure it's like a T-bone tomahawk type.
Yeah, but
size.
just to reel it all in, bro. I ate that steak at like 7 p.m. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I had meat sweats, bro.
It's a
I had
21-ounce
like
steak.
my whole team had meat sweats. We were like, dude, this is too much food, bro. Yeah, we fucked up there. But the steak there in general in Chile was like phenomenal for anyone that's like watching this. You ever go to Chile, bro? The beef was, dude, it was really good quality. It felt like so. I'm not surprised that you guys ate a bunch of steak all the time. Honestly,
No, the steaks are amazing there. I still remember times when we went to Brazil to look in.
Oh
that
yeah.
was-
Oh yeah. What was the
wait,
name?
was that
of
the last event that Frost
the
made
barbecue?
internationally?
No, bro.
Why?
Stop playing games. That is so disrespectful. That is so cold, bro. Oh my god, bro. No,
Wow.
bro.
It's okay, bro.
But
Don't
you know
worry.
what?
Don't
It's
worry.
all
When
good,
we
though.
get to my performance against PRX, I'm sure I'm gonna
Nah,
get.
it's okay.
I'm
It's
sure I'm gonna
okay.
get fucking flamed.
Well, no, because you shouldn't be flank. Anyways, I'm not even gonna get into that one because I'm gonna get you in trouble. So I'm just gonna shut the. But yeah. I mean,
Anyways, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
no. It's all good. It's all good. I respect it though. I respect it. That was cold though. But
That was cold. He said.
that is not the.
He said, "You better hope you make London." He said,
Mm-hmm.
"You better hope you make London now, bitch."
Bro, I have the hardest group in Pacific history now.
Dude, wait,
So-
Nats, have you seen his group?
No, I didn't. Pay
Oh my
attention.
fucking god, Nats, you gotta look at his group.
It
Yo,
is-
Steve, can you pull it up?
Yeah, it's Genji, Nongshim, PRX,
Okay.
Team Secret, DRX. So, yeah. DRX,
that's-
Genji, Nongshim, and PRX.
Look at the other group.
The other group is looking good though.
Bro, look at the
Yeah.
other group.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, man. The worst part was I called this group basically on Choba stream, which I'm not going to get into it, man. It's weird how I can just, yeah, whatever. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Oh.
No,
wow.
that group is crazy, bro.
Yeah, man.
By the way, is that like a new sponsor for DRX? What is that?
Yeah, so apparently they got some bank sponsorships, so now they're changing their name. I don't
Oh
know.
shit.
Good luck to
They're
them.
rich.
Congrats. Yeah.
Gotta buy
for
out
sure.
Nats.
Low.
Look at his face, bro. He's like, nah, they can't afford me, bro. My shit's too high, bro.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
find
if
out.
hey man, if Nats does that, he's about to get cooked.
Oh.
Here
You think you can beat
he's going to-
Liquid?
Brother.
Huh?
No.
Oh,
You
Frost,
said
you
he's
think
going to
you beat
DRX. I said if he does that, he's about to get cooked.
Oh, okay. I got you. I thought you were saying that because they're in your bracket, bro.
I mean,
I
I
thought
can't
you
make
were-
it there yet, but when we get there, we'll see what happens. But yeah, no. It was
But
more like
he's not going to be happy if I go DRX, no?
Oh yeah,
No,
Frost would
no,
be
of
so
course
pissed.
not. Of course
Frost
not.
would
I'm
be
gonna
so
actually take it
pissed
out on
if
you.
you
I'm gonna take
join
it out on
any
you.
other team
We'll
than
call you a
Frost.
traitor. I'm gonna be like,
Yeah,
damn,
he's gonna be so.
you a
dude,
traitor. All right, I see you.
He's
You know?
gonna be a disappointed father, bro, if you go to any other team than his.
That's right, bro. It's all good though.
If you come to APAC, bro.
That's tough.
Yo, what if you join T1, bro? Then how you feeling then?
You know
bro?
what's funny? I don't really know if we want to talk about this, but there was a world where he ends up on Furia. You remember that, Nats?
It was a long time ago.
I
Talking
tried
about
hard.
the event that you made?
No. When I became GM of Furia, the two people I was going after and I had some success at first was Nats and Zekin. I told you about this, I think. I said this to you at some point. I don't talk about this publicly because, like, who cares? But
Didn't
like,
you already want Zekin
for
on like 100
franchise.
Thieves or some shit? Didn't you want Zekin already on 100 Thieves? 'Cause
Oh,
that-
don't even get me started.
that wouldn't
on
surprise
yes,
me.
bro.
We've
Yeah, that
Yes,
was
complained
surprising.
about
bro.
that
And then
here
they said he
too,
was
yeah.
ass, and I'm
Yeah.
not even gonna get into this because like these people are just but yeah, I know. And then unlucky, bro.
Dang,
but I
so-
tried to get Nats in NA because I knew he was about to farm everybody,
Yeah, I know.
but it's just
actually, bro.
unlucky, bro.
Nats, would you
Sorry,
actually play? Like, would you play like on an NA team ever? Like, not right now, obviously, but like, could you see
I think-
yourself coming to NA?
I think before I was not ready. I think nowadays I don't really. I'm not. Nowadays I'm ready. Let's say nowadays I'm not scared to go to any other region. Before it was a bit. I think it was too early for me to consider any other region. But
Oh, that's fair.
not anymore. Let's see.
Respect,
Yeah, that's fine.
respect.
That's
Love
fire.
the confidence.
So you'd be
Yeah,
cool
I
with like
tried.
moving, living in a new country. I mean, dude, I've heard that Berlin is kind of tough, bro. I heard it's kind of tough to live there.
I mean, it's not. I mean, depends what we're speaking about. It's not fun, I would say. But I mean, it's
Yeah.
also like, yeah.
Everyone
It's
says the
okay.
same thing. Everyone,
I mean,
dude,
but there is nothing else to say. I mean, it's okay.
I've never been, bro.
Yeah,
I've actually
I-
never been. so I
Come
still
Berlin,
don't
come Berlin. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
go. I've been in LA. Come, I'll show you everything.
know. Yeah, just two things.
It'll take
No.
us 10 minutes.
After London, instead of going back, you stop in Berlin first. I show you everything and go
Yeah,
back.
it'll be
to
a
LA.
short flight, and then you go back. Don't worry.
Hey, at
Yeah,
least,
You're good.
Yeah, at least one of the playoffs is gonna be in Spain, right? Is it gonna be
Yeah,
in?
I think in Barcelona.
So all right, so let's talk about Santiago because we shared a lot in common. Our two teams, like we both ran the same comps. We both ran like Neon Waylay, just spammed it on like most of the maps that we could, and then we also both took out T1. So I just want to get your guys'
The
thoughts
super
on
team, by the way. The super
Yeah,
team.
the super
I just wanna
team.
Point that out.
That was my first time playing T1. I've been waiting
Right.
for that matchup for a very long fucking time, bro.
And I'm sure you were very disappointed.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like playing T1, I was surprised that because obviously I casted Buzz like internationally, like in Shanghai when I was casting. So I knew he was really good. But honestly, the shit that he was doing to me on Breeze, he was kind of fucking me up, bro. Like I would be holding like an off angle, and he had like the perfect like tight clear, insta dash, one tap me in the head, bro. I was like, okay, damn, this guy's pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, he is good. But like, I don't know. It is kind of weird, like casting these players and then like beating them. I don't know.
How does it feel though?
Bro, it's fucking weird, man. It's weird because when you're watching Valorant, everyone looks so insane. You know what I mean? Like everyone looks fucking crazy sometimes. Like even like I'm watching, you know, like the final, and I'm watching like fuck, what's his name? X Ross get like a crazy 4K. I'm like, wow, that looks crazy. But then like you play the game against these players and you're like, okay, but I could do it right back to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, like when you're watching it, it's like it just looks so cracked, especially like as a caster. So like for the longest time when I wasn't playing, like after a while, like I had doubts in my head. I was like, dude, are these guys just like really that good? You know? But then when you get in the game, it's like, okay, like they are that good, but I'm also that good. So it like feels like it's not as okay, it is insane, but like I can do it too. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like that, like it's that crazy. So
I mean,
yeah.
sometimes there is moments when it's like very, very crazy. But
Yeah.
it is like that. I think watching from the outside, it's like even sometimes when you play and there is someone dropped 30 right against you, and he killed you only twice. You don't really realize that. Oh, how did this guy?
This guy's
drop
got 30 kills.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, it's interesting to listen to the potential like imposter syndrome, because obviously I've dealt with it because I had like rookies and like minimum level players for so long. But it's like so interesting that, you know, players like of your caliber struggle with the same thing. Because for me, I think I have a relatively simple solution, which obviously people don't like. But like, if you just can't hack it, it's either you or me, where one of us are gone, right? Because like, you don't have the time to live in that world where you can allow someone to sort of like develop properly in that way. Because we don't really have a great, I would say, tier 2 system and sort of developmental programs here. Because even academy teams are kind of like, you know, like most people don't even know what to do with academy teams. They just, you know, but it's interesting. I feel like it was funny because when you told me about you coming back, like I felt like I had more confidence, or I think hearing what you said just now makes it seem like I have more confidence in you than you maybe had in yourself. And that to me is just weird, because to me, I saw it and was from day one, I was like, bro, like when you start, remember, the only thing I questioned was, are you going to commit as fully?
Yeah.
You eat, right? Because you got to know, you taking this spot, if they start losing, everyone is going to basically say it's your fault. Are you ready for the heat if it happens? But the moment you said, yeah, I'm like, all right, bro, you good. And then you were like basically the number 1 rated player, or the number 2, top 2 for sure, in ACS for all of season 2 playoffs.
Yep.
As your first foray into like quote unquote franchising. But I knew you had it the whole time. It's just whether or not you were able to commit, or whether you were going to commit to sort of like developing as a player.
Yeah. That was the only weird thing. Like honestly, because it's just because I didn't play for like a year and a half.
Yeah, I know.
But I guarantee you, if I was playing for that year and a half, like that wouldn't even been a thought. Because I would have been like, dude, I played against these guys for fucking ever. But once I get in the server, then I feel that again. I'm like, oh no, I've done this shit a fucking million times. Like I played against, well, at least definitely all the NA players. Unfortunately, I never got to play against international competition earlier. So like being at this event, like my first international Valorant was pretty fucking cool. Like everyone plays really different, I would say. And APAC is just, you guys are fucked, man. You guys are
I've been dealing with, bro, remember last year, I placed 4th in kickoff. Second season 1, second season 2, and didn't qualify for champs by 1 point, because APAC wins everything, and because the point distribution gets so fucking
at the internationals, dude. Holy shit.
Bro, it's gonna happen again with Nongshim. Well, we'll talk about that later. But like, yeah, like 2 teams already have an almost insurmountable amount of points now in APAC. So everyone else is fighting for 2, whereas in your regions, that's not the case.
Gosh, dude, that's actually crazy. Yeah, ERX and Nongshim, like, hella points right now, dude.
Yeah, so
for us, it's good.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. No one got it. No one got shit. I know, but but that's just how it is. But yeah, like APAC is insane. APAC is so insane. But I think that you could have managed it for sure, especially given what I know about your op. You would have managed it for sure. And then in China, you would have done great too.
Yeah,
and both those regions are mechanic. Like, you need high mechanics to play in those two regions, period. And I think you would have done well there. So there's no way in my head you wouldn't have done well in NA, especially when you consider that you have a better macro background anyway.
True.
So like I think it was almost like a no-brainer you would have done well in NA. But it's just interesting for me to hear it both as an outsider, a friend, and opposing, an enemy basically.
I mean, it's just cool, like being able to play against some of these players. Like, I don't know.
So I know I was
Meteor
right when I was
against Meteor, playing against Munchkin. Like I played against Munchkin like 10 years ago, bro. I played against Munchkin. Like, can you fucking believe that shit?
Yeah.
I literally played against this guy in Overwatch. Like we were like going at it.
Jerry,
dude, it's crazy.
That's an inside joke. Nats, don't worry about that one. I don't want you to get caught in the crossfire.
So Nats, how did it feel playing T1? Like that was like your opening game, and you guys kind of like came out swinging, bro. That was crazy.
It was okay. I mean, the thing is, internationals for me are feeling a little bit different right now comparing how it was a long time ago. Because where I'm getting grouped by accident, not by accident, where I'm getting grouped the last 4 events. So it's I don't even have this feeling of going deep into the tournament. And it's like it feels very shaky because it's like at the end of the tournament it's like 33% win rate, right?
Yeah. So you came in dominating everybody except for me. But you came in dominating everybody.
You mean in Gambit?
Yeah, dominate everybody.
Don't even mention that game that happened on Icebox.
Oh, listen, I'm undefeated, bro. I don't want to hear it, bro. No get backs.
No, that was. I mean, yeah.
No,
you guys won us. What was the
get-backs.
score? Was it 11-2? You guys won us.
You guys were 10-2 up, and then we
10-2.
came back, did the same thing. Which is funny. I've never really publicly talked about the game, but some people know it. But like my whole game plan on attack was basically to have Ethan fight you. And that would be an interesting thing if we all make a tournament so that you can actually like hear it from both sides. Because at the time, the way the map was, Omen could TP. Omen could start on old Icebox, Andre. Yeah. Omen could start TPing 3 different ways. And I knew how Nats would hold. And then
wow, this guy hard antied you, bro. Look at this cringe.
Oh, bro, it was fucking bro. Well, because Redguard would play on Sage, and he would be his help side defender. But that rotation's 9 seconds. So if we pull him off,
this guy counted the rotation that Redguard had.
So, bro, Ethan literally had 3 different TP routes. Like, bro, it was so fucking clean, bro. And then, bro, by the way, I just want to point out, Ethan did go 9-2 on the defense on attack on Nats for first kills. That was pretty bad. That is unlucky. But we got shit on the exact same way on the other side. They were up 10-2. Like, our defense could do nothing against them. There was it was insane. I literally felt like, bro, what the fuck is this, bro? Do they have like X-ray vision? Like, what, bro? We were like, I mean, I try to keep it cool and comms, but in my head, I'm like, bro, what the fuck is, bro? They did this one play, by the way, we memed it for Hiko. So they did this thing that was so fucking smart on their attack. They walked up with Sage, and then they fucking walled, Boiler is here. I don't know what your call is. But Boiler is like on the right? So if you walk up mid and you go to the right, there's Boiler, and then there's like the stairs, right? They sage walled. They knew exactly the timing of when Hiko was gonna either dart or drone. Motherfucker has his drone out, but he's waiting for something because like we know what we were gonna do. These guys 4-man wall up and kill him, and we memed it internally. You know that meme where like the dude was dead and like his casket's being carried by his boys and they're all dancing? Like, you remember that meme back in that day? Mm-hmm. We were doing that to Hiko. Like, we had it internally like, yo, bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, they knew us so well and they antied us so well on our defense that shit was happening. Where, like, on a timing where Hiko's supposed to get info, They're already anticipating it, wall up, beat his ass.
Was it first time against you guys?
Yeah. No one ever put our defense in such a bad spot. It was actually kind of crazy. But then the solace was we did it right back to him on attack. Like Ethan literally, like we had a game plan on attack, and it was something they couldn't stop. Or yes, that one, bro. We had Hiko's face on it basically, and like his Sova dart and all this shit, bro. It was just mad funny, bro. It was like that. I could probably find the play, and I will find the play for Steve.
Such an old meme, bro.
But bro, it is so funny, bro. We just got cooked so bad, bro. But then luckily we did it, and then Hiko's clutch will forever live in infamy. So after you guys made fun of me for not making Santiago, I just want to point out that Eng, Redgar, Nats, I'm still undefeated against these guys. Unlucky.
Okay.
Yeah, no wonder why, because you can't make any events to play against them, bro. What do you mean?
Okay. In fairness, that's probably why Nats hasn't got to get back. True.
Nats is waiting. You sitting here waiting, bro. Like, just make it, bro.
The scoreboard is still the scoreboard, no?
Yeah, I think you need to make. We need to both make it to London. You need to win me, and it will happen.
Got
Okay, deal. We need to try hard for London.
We'll do a live podcast in London, bro. We all make it.
Easy clappage.
That shit would be so cool.
But yeah, so he's used to dominating everybody, which is what he meant by that.
Yeah, I mean, international feels different right now. Because my first two internationals was first place and second place champs.
Yeah, it was free 99.
Yeah,
and technically,
you
should have won that champs. That was just unlucky.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. There is a more bright future.
Yeah.
See, I like that positivity. Good shit.
So knowing that you have all the experience of making deep runs, and like you said the last 4 events you haven't been able to, you're getting grouped. Now when you go to internationals, is that like in your head already? Like, is it like a mental thing now that you have to like kind of worry about, or not really?
Nah, not really. I think there is a thing existed about me 1 year qualifying everything, 1 year not qualifying everything anywhere. It's like it was for 6 years like that. So 2021 qualified, 2022
Wait, so you have the red light, green light, but for
he's got red light, green light.
That's crazy.
2021 we qualified 2, right? 2022 nowhere. 2023 all 3 events. 2024 nowhere. 2025 all 3 events. And this year it was supposed to be not qualifying anywhere. And we went to Santiago.
Yeah, broke it.
GG. Nice.
No, but I don't really have that kind of things. I don't really think about that. There is even sometimes people coming, or you never beat. Someone said you never beat a Asian team in internationals. Like not never for a long time. I don't really think about that things. For me, but. Yeah, I mean, let's see. I think the biggest thing is like we for the last 4 years we rebuilt every single year, so that's why it's also very hard to compete against the teams. For example, G2 they were not rebuilding right for a long time. The same
just
like NRG,
swapping one player out at a time.
Yeah, exactly. And we were swapping 3 every single year, and some 2 years ago we swapped the coaching stuff. So it's like. It's a bit you're always going back. So no matter experience I get, I have to start from the zero. I mean, yes, I get that experience, but I still need to help the boys to go to that level. It's It's the speed of getting there is faster year by year, but you don't pass the line because you anyway need to go through this path. I mean, Hector should know. He should know how it is.
Yeah. Ross, you've been building teams for the last like 3 years too. And then he finally built a team where he's like, dude, this is the one. Like these guys are so skilled, everything. And then like, boom, just gets blown up because talent. Yeah, that's just unlucky. But you're doing it again. He's doing it again now. But dude, switching out like more than one player it's basically a whole new team. And yeah, you got to go through all that fucking shit all over again. Even if it's everything that everyone knows already, the fundamentals. You actually have to like go over it all and like make sure it works in the game. This shit's not easy, man.
I think the hardest part of that reset, the hardest part for me, which I still after all these years haven't ever solved it, is when people see the game so differently, there's no cutting. You can't cut corners.
Yeah.
Like a small example, if I build a new team from scratch, it doesn't matter the country, it doesn't matter anything. Getting them all to think about the game state the same, like what is the likelihood of a team doing X, Y, and Z, and then what the reaction should be based on this at whatever interval, right? At 1 minute, 1:30, like as soon as the barrier drops, at 45 seconds, at 30, like it's always different. That's the problem. Like the best thing to do is like, I did this in Rocket League one time actually, where you swap out a player that is almost an identical match to the guy that you have. And then it's almost like you don't really need to have a transition. It's a seamless transition. But in my career, I've never been able to find that again, because that's the problem with changing multiple players, multiple people, is that getting those new people up to speed to look at the game the same way as the others, because everyone has their own individuality. Sorry.
Yeah, individuality.
And they have their own way of thinking, and they have their own personal experiences, and they have their own understanding of the game. And they either have to acclimate to you or they have to learn from you. But either is still going to take an adjustment period. And oftentimes you don't have that adjustment period. That shit to me is the worst. And there is no remedy for this. Like, that's why I haven't found it. So if somebody does have it, holla.
I don't think there is a way to find it. I think you have to go through it. Otherwise, it's like,
yeah.
I mean, in that case, you're forcing someone without even listening to his opinion. I think no matter what, this period has to be.
It just, that's what makes this shit suck. That's why continuity to me is obviously what everyone should be striving for. Like what G2 has specifically is really the lightning in a bottle, because remember, they started as the guard, and I know they made some changes and, stuff, but like in general, the core, if you have a strong core, then you can cheat the system a little bit, Andre, by getting like people that don't have tactical responsibility and don't need to think. You could just be like, yo, you go kill, or you play Sentinel and your job is X, Y, and Z. And you can limit that because the core can take the bulk of the responsibility.
Yeah.
But for the most part, if the changes are within the
core,
especially initiator or controller, good luck, boy. Like if you're swapping out maybe a Sentinel and maybe a duelist, I think that's like the best thing you can do. That's the way to make it the easiest. If those are your changes, I think it's okay. It's actually not going to be that bad. But if you have to swap out any of the other three roles, GG.
Yeah, definitely duelist. I feel like is like, yeah, you could like there's so many different styles of duelist. Like, okay, if you have a core and like, okay, G2 for example, we want more aggression, so we're gonna get Jogamo. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now you could just go after an aggressive duelist. Mm-hmm. If you want like, we need like an opping duelist, you go after like a Mata boss. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So yeah, I think that duelist role specifically, because even Sentinel, I feel like Sentinel is one of those roles too, though, like where it's like, it could be pretty hard. Like it can be taught, but like you need like a good Sentinel. I feel
right. It's very unique, but you can. Yeah. But Sentinel's flexibility allows you to like 0.5 it. You can be part of the pack. You can be main anchor. You could be first rotator. Like depending on the skill set,
you could structure it.
You could do so much with that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Right?
No, you're definitely right.
But if you're just gonna make a change and like you're in the middle of a season, you can just turn that motherfucker into a hard anchor and then let everybody else do all the hard stuff, and it's not gonna be that bad. But if you gotta swap out, like, oh man, that's
it's kind of like when I was learning like Sentinel, like when I first joined G2 for stage 2, like I had to like learn the whole role. And yeah, they really made it pretty seamless for me, honestly. Actually, I think you're right. Yeah. Like they did a really good job of explaining like how to just dumb it down pretty much. And then like you start adding your nuance once you like learn a little bit more.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where does this put you now, Nats? Like, because now you're IGLing. Now you're probably a big voice on like how you want the team to play and the players that you were getting, I'm assuming. So how are you feeling now with like this current roster?
And before you answer, Baby Bay just did a terrible job. Thank you, though, for doing a terrible job. Remember when you went to IGL, I doubted you. I even doubted you on this show. I was like, fuck, I don't know if Nats wants to do that. If he's so good at his position, why doesn't he just give the tactical responsibility to somebody else? I feel so bad for him because this is like way too much, but and he's gonna do it from the fucking sentinel spot, which I think is a bad idea. Trust me, I was like, fuck, bro. So you, amidst all of that, you're doing it, in my opinion, it's almost impossible to do it from the sentinel spot as effectively as you've done it. But you did it. So thank you, Andre, for not bringing that up. But I have to say, too, I did not think you would have anywhere near the modicum of success you've had over the last 2 years based on you doing this. I thought it was...
Also, fuck you, Hector. That was a good segue, Andre. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot about like enjoying doing that. Because I think because it's like I've been asked already before to be IGL, and I knew it's not the time, and I didn't want to do that. But when this time I've been asked, I straight away said yes. And I mean, I just knew that the thing is with me, I really like to learn. And the moment I stop learning, during the year, I understand every day, I understand that I didn't learn anything. It just becomes boring. It's not something that I like to do. And moving to IGL, the more challenges is, the better it's for me. I just like challenges. Maybe if something like impossible, let's just try it. Let's just see. Maybe it's impossible, but without trying, you will never know, right? And I think this kind of thing is keeping me like. I'm not gonna say motivated because I would just say interested in the process, and yeah. I'm just enjoying doing that. For now, I'm also IGLing role is. I would say not IGLing role. I would say leader role helps me to learn and understand people more, people's work ethics, what they prioritize, how they see the. Because from when I was a player, it was I was thinking that everyone. I'm not gonna say that everyone works the same. But like I want to achieve the same thing, but from a different things, and all of us see it in a different way. And I'm trying to work with that. I'm trying to understand that everyone has different paths, and it's so cool when I understand. You understand everyone's path. You just take something from that, or you're like, oh, this one is a cool thing. I want to add it in myself. And this thing with listening. They listen to me. Seeing the results from that is very cool. The only thing is sad is if you work with someone and he leaves, that's sad. It's like you want to work more than 1 year. You want to work for the long term. But I mean,
you're talking about Keiko, right?
I mean,
how do we pronounce his name? I always Keiko. My bad. I've been
No, I mean not only about him, but I mean if he would stay, that would be good. But I mean he went to Energy. I think he went into the very very strong roster.
Yeah.
I think they're doing good right now.
Yeah, you can't even blame them. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I was a bit surprised that they went so far because they were the only team playing double ini with almost every single other team playing double duel. So it's kind of off meta. And they forced their game, and they managed to go far.
It's kind of complicated because double duelist does counter double ini. The thing is, though, they have the personnel. Like, they're so skilled. Like, they have such highly skilled players that I don't think it matters what they're running.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking also.
I think they're limited by the comps. But in general, they're comfortable because Brock is, like, such a specialist or whatever. But, like... Yeah, I think they are just a unique case of the skill position by position. Bro, if you go through that roster, bro, Mata is literally like probably now should be in the conversation for the best duelist in the world because the shit I'm seeing from him consistently from last champs to now, I mean, sure, Martine has the edge for recency bias, but Martine wasn't at champs. And at champs, Mata was on one.
Yeah, he was.
Also, right?
Yeah.
So it's like now you're seeing a level of consistency that's like, fuck, bro, these guys are insane. Position by position, that roster is fucking disgusting.
So just like, I think that the reason why they made it that far was because they were the only team playing that way, though. Like, actually, legitimately. Because think about it. APAC has played against double duelists their entire fucking lives. You know what I mean? Like, that's been the meta in APAC for the last 3 years. And the I don't want to say every APAC team struggles against this because they don't. It's not every APAC team. But like PRX specifically, like they on paper tend to struggle against teams like Fnatic who like play like a little bit slower, which like you have to do that when you're playing the double initiator against the double duelist shit. So I think that like that's what we saw. But I mean, even so, like NRG still ended up getting just rolled by Nongshim and rolled in the BO5 against PRX like that time around in like the three-peat that they had. But I do think that like if teams aren't used to playing, like let's say it could have been anything. Like let's say Frost made it to champs last year. His team was running a bunch of double Senti, which not a lot of teams were running. Maybe he could have made a deep run because teams don't have experience playing against this.
Yeah.
Outside of
right. That's where the whole meta discussion
Yeah.
That's why I don't like talking about Valorant to people that don't know Valorant well enough, because it's just not going to go well. Because the thing is, this meta discussion is really just a blank template for like, what is strong? Let's play all the S tiers. It's like a fighting game. It's like, who are the S tier characters? Oh, we're going to do this. Or these guys are S tier. We only stick to these characters. S tier really is just this comp is strong and easy to play. Because you never see an S tier difficult comps. People always have these like disclaimers for like in any game. You can think about for anything. This character would be S tier if you play it at the highest level. But since he's not, you have to grade it lower because he's like very hard to play, right? So I think the thing is, what counters double duelist? Double Senti, right? That's why we did it last year. But we also ran double duelist, right? Like if you look at our games versus PRX, blah, blah, blah. Like we just went matchup to matchup. Why would it matter to run this? We didn't run double Senti versus PRX simply because they're a training partner. We play them a lot. They know how to play against it. Why would we do that? Why not do something different like the mirror matches, which they shouldn't expect when we're running their own plays against them, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it basically becomes aim for aim, and we thought our aim was like kind of about it, right?
We tried
Obviously,
that too,
maybe
bro.
I was wrong.
We got fucking shit on.
Yes, but
we tried that
okay.
too.
Okay,
we
but
did the same thing, bro.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, complete deja vu moment, bro. There was this match Nats where it was on Lotus for Frost on Talon, where he was like, "We're just gonna try running at PRX," and they got 13-0'd. Like legitimately got 13-0'd.
I got destroyed on that one.
But now, like, I had deja vu after we played them the first time, like our opening match, because we played them on, I think it was Split the first map, I think we played them on Split the first map. And we were kind of running it down, right? Because we were farming everybody in North America with the Neon Waylay, just like pushing the limits everywhere, doing it. Bro, we played them. And it was like the same thing. We didn't get 13-0'd. We ended up getting on site a lot. But, dude, these motherfuckers just played disciplined. They're like, okay, we'll give them space, and then we'll just play retake. And then they won, like, every retake on their defense on Split. And then, like, after the match, I was like, oh, my God, that was my Frost moment, bro. That was, like, literally we thought we were that, like, we thought we were them boys. We were like, yeah, we're going to PRX. These motherfuckers played like G2. They played like G2, bro.
You remember when you were casting how Valen and G2 would beat Paper X like on Icebox? They would play patient, play back. They'd basically sit on a high-low setup, kill the lurk, and then retake the other side.
Yeah.
Right? Now they just veered that in the other direction and did that to you. And it's sort of like you can get caught in that game when you play that game that way, when you're like trying to counter the counter. Sometimes that can happen. So, like, that's also probably, like, a bad thing of, like, not playing meta is, like, then you can run into, like, the mind games and the chess matches and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know I don't know how much we can talk about your matches in this way, but I think that is I will just say, I think if that's what you guys thought, that is a gross overestimation of where your strength lies against PRX. Because for me, and this is no disrespect, but Thai, Killua, Primi, Jit against Paper X, the aim is not that much different. To me, your team versus Paper X and just an aim battle, that shit is mad different. This is not to say you guys don't have mechanics. It's just to say that I don't think it's at that level to play that way, especially when your macro is arguably top 3 in the world all the time. PRXs is not there. So I do not think that is the avenue for success. Like, I feel like the one team you should almost or for me at least, that's always been my
For everybody, bro. For everybody.
Paper Rex, you
If
don't want to just be
PRX,
like, yo, I'm just going to dry swing. That's just not what I tried it and failed miserably.
That's for every team. That's for every team.
I felt I had one team, last year that I thought that roster could do it, and that's why we did it. My roster now can do it, except they're smarter. So now I can mix and match when I do it. I could let them off the leash and then immediately turn into a smart team, right? So I'm more of a threat now with this roster. But in my game planning, most of the time, I promise you, it's not, yo, let's just fucking kill these guys. They fucking suck. I feel like that is not the mode. Yeah. That is just not a recipe for success.
That's not obviously there's a lot more.
No. I know there's more nuance and there's more things you did.
100%.
But you genuinely felt yourself
from a general statement with how good we were doing in North America. It could have been against it could have been against Liquid. It could have been against
I know.
Whatever the first team was that we played, we would have played the same way. We would have fucking ran it down. But we
beat the fuck out of them.
It was good that we got fucking humbled. No, I think maybe we would have gotten humbled against anybody else too. I think we needed that.
No, I don't. Because in my opinion,
it was just PRX that you can't do that shit too.
No offense, Nats. I think NA and EMEA are so much lower in the mechanics department than Pacific. I'm telling you.
I think that's a fact, no?
Yeah. So I feel like
that's why
you
he got
just
Wayne,
ran against the wrong. I just feel like the strategy was against the most aim-heavy Pacific team. I felt like that was just good for you to try. So now all right.
Hey, bro, I'm going to be honest. This whole tournament was like a skill check for me, for sure. I realized especially when you get to that top 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's just you can't fucking make. It's honestly, the top 4 is you can't make mistakes. Whoever makes the most mistakes, that's when that happens.
And the thing is, yeah.
No, you can go. No, you can go.
I was gonna say, the thing is, we're talking aim mistakes against Nongshim and PaperX. Yeah, you don't. But then with NRG, it's macro. Mm-hmm. Oh, you left a gap? Thank you. Oh, yo, we can gamble off this. I'll just eat their spawn rotate. And then, you know what I'm saying? So it's when you get to that level, every team has this unique specialty that you have to be aware of. And then you have to understand sort of how they're playing within that. Because if you don't, you're going to get caught with the oh, they just walked up mid on first timing. Why would they do that? They're stupid. It's no, they probably realized something in your game allowed this to be, and they took a chance. And when they realized they can exploit it, they just kept doing it until you figured out you had a gap. And it took you 8 rounds. Next thing you know, 10-2.5, unlucky, right? Because they won pistol. So it's just it's those things. It's when you get to that level, Andre, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses. Some teams decide, actually me and Nat will talk about this earlier. Some teams decide to go over on all their strengths. We're just going to play to our strengths. We're going to play our game, blah, 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 blah. But then you meet motherfuckers like me that go, what do they suck at? What do you think they're trying to fix? How can we just counter what they're fixing now? They knew that they couldn't win a B retake, so they're going to work on all their B retakes. So why don't we stun a little bit? Why don't we go B, fake plan? Oh, I have Omino. I'm just going to fucking TP out as soon as the util comes because they're going to probably get horny and start the retake early, right? Or you just bait that shit out with a fake tap, and then you see when it's coming, and then you back up, and then you re-hit later because they're gonna rotate. You do real tricky shit. That shit is fucked up, bro.
Like that chalkboard that connects a bunch of things.
No, but that's actually how it is when you get to play, bro. Blade and CS, bro, dude. If I told you stories about Blade and CS, I would tell them one thing that this team does, and yo, it's a habit we need to exploit. Next thing I know, the next morning I wake up, he's already telling me, yo, I have a new play, I'm gonna install it, we're gonna do this, and this. Bro, I'm looking like Zach Galifianakis, You know that GIF where the guy has like all the math equations around. I'm like, what? Whoa! Explain it for me from the top again, bro, because I'm like confused.
Dude.
Right? And you just have enough of that, and now you start seeing that way, and you just like doing that shit, and it's just like, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on like when you reach that top 4 nats? Because obviously, like you said, like the first 2 tournaments, you fucking owned. You made it really deep.
I think it's that's the thing. I think it's very different right now, or at least it's hard for me to say because, as Frost said, it's like especially every region is like they have their own strengths and they force the way they play. So if you go play against specific team, they will force fights against you. So you need to know how, and you don't want to play their game, right? You want to still make sure that you force your own game and you force them to adapt. I think it's a lot. Nowadays is like the moment you start adapting, you start playing your game. But even if you adapt, you still need to you need to force them to adapt straight away.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want people to play their game. It's like, and I think that's it was a bit different at the start of the game in 2021 when we qualified to both. And I think right now, top 4, I mean, especially watching from the outside perspective, watching for all of these 4 teams that left, is like, beside Notion, I think they were looking very dominant the way they play. But it's also a lot, the depth you have, the more depth you have in the way you do simple stuff, it like creates such a big playbook that it's hard to understand because it's like the seconds matters. It's like you do this thing and in 2 seconds you're already there. And it's like, I think without the good chemistry and without playing that many times, it's like, you watch this and you try to do it and you realize, oh wait, it's like you watch from the outside. Let's say, I don't know, you watch the strat, you're like, oh, this one is amazing. Let's just steal it. Let's try it out. You start doing it, but wait, why it doesn't work? There is some like prac team just smashing you. You don't get a single kill. So it's like you need to be very smart with what you do, and you need to understand the level of depth each thing has. Because I don't think it's as on the, I like to say, top of water. It's like there is way more like below that.
So our phrase for that is tip of the iceberg, because the iceberg on top of water is like, it's like this, but under it's like, more massive.
Yeah, that all that stuff that you said, like, it is so different too, because like in our regions, right? Like we have so much time to prepare between matches. Like really, like you have like a whole week between games, and like I like how fast paced the tournament was and how like deep of a run. Like the deeper you go into these tournaments, you're not finding scrims. You know what I mean? Like you got none of this shit. Like you got to do dry runs, like to like apply, like you got to sim to apply like shit, that you're trying to learn, like adaptations that you're trying to make. So that was another thing for me that was like, this is just it's just a whole nother game, bro. Like it's genuinely a whole nother game. These tournaments, the deeper you go, like, yeah, the team that can make adaptations and actually apply them the fastest will have like a little bit more of an edge.
But yet people are stubborn and don't ever want it. It's just that stuff to me is just
also,
it's so
also just like something else that I learned on that was like your conditioning through the entire way that you're playing. Dude, it's exhausting, bro. It's fucking exhausting. Like, dude, playing in the lower match. Bro, the run that we like, let's say like, okay. Let's say we went on to make it to the final, right?
Mm-hmm. We
would have to go from the lower, you play a BO3, BO5, BO5.
Yep.
In a row. That's what PRX did. That's literally what PRX did, right? You play BO3, BO5, BO5.
And you play minus, and in Vita, you have -2 bans from them also.
So that's 3 days in a row. Do you know what I mean? Like the way that you take care of yourself from even the moment that you land, even fucking before you even fly out, plays a role. Like I learned that because
the food's important, hitting the gym's important.
I didn't gym for the first like week.
Unlucky.
And as soon as I started gymming, I started playing better. I started feeling better. Dude, holy fuck, man. So now I'm looking back and I'm like, what if I just gymmed like the first fucking week that I was there? Maybe I would have been better form towards the later end of the tournament, Like you're still going to be tired no matter what.
Yeah.
But like it's the small shit like that I think makes a difference in the long run that you're not really thinking about, because like I think a lot of people just go and you're like, oh, like I'm just gonna play because it's like any other thing. But that was like the big takeaway that I learned from playing at an international, because that shit is no joke, bro.
It's also very
yeah.
tense right now, honestly. I think it's like it's very uncomparable to what it was at the start. Because for me, when it was at the start in 2021, it's like if you compare now, you had so much time. You actually had time to a lot of things. You come later, more time to prepare. Now it's like you qualify, go in 3 days. I mean, not in 3 days, right? But you qualify, you take a few days break, you play the game again. You don't have time to change, and you go and you just play. So it's like that's why I think a lot of people is like trying to force these things right now. But I also think there is a lot of unique things happening. It's like if you take Champs NRG one, the way Brock was using Odin, right? The same right now Dumby was using
Judge.
Neon. I think it's like it's also there is a lot of things that some teams bring the unique thing beside the macro. These small things that people has to adjust into. And it's like if you think like, oh, they have Judge, but as an in-game perspective, the moment you know there is a guy abusing Judge, you clearing corners differently. You're more paranoid about the stuff. Even when you hold side, you know there is a guy will run into you. Like I mean, besides like speaking about the abilities thing, and it's the same with Odin. It's like you play against Odin, or all of that's a double op. Any of these small things, unique things that. Besides, like, I mean, it's also partly macro. You can force it to be macro, right? These unique things that just some few teams do, and you have to adapt into.
Yeah, and it's unforgiving, bro. You lose, you're out.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just different, bro. Yeah, internationals are different. The teams, the quality of the teams is just way higher. Like you can't get away with. Man, I feel like after playing at this tournament. And trying to do some of the same plays that I did in NA and getting punished for it, bro, you just realize like you could get away with a lot, like regionally. You could get away with a lot. So, and like that's good, like because you still got to make it. You know, you still got to like have that in you and like understand that you can get away with a lot against certain teams. Otherwise, like maybe it'll make it easier for them to put up a fight against you. But now I know how to train for the next event, you know. Obviously nothing is free. It's going to be hard to make, you know, London for everyone. It's just shit is not free ever, you know. But I have a good idea of what I can do to like actually be dominant next time I play at international, because yeah, in NA I was like top 5 player or some shit, even qualifying for this event. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, without giving too much away, I just think that for you, character selection is more important, because I think it's also really hard to change your identity in the midst of seasons. I feel like that's more an off-season thing. That's why when I built the team like this team, I have flexible fucking players. I got one guy that's inflexible. That's it. So I can do things like, you know, put Patman on. Bro, Pat was on Omen, Initiator of the Year last year, and Duelist. Right?
Why'd you say Initiator of the Year last year like that, bro?
Well, because I've been getting a lot of shit, which is fair. That I think is fair, that I have Initiator of the Year that isn't playing Initiator. It's kind of dumb, actually, if you really think about it. But he's flexible enough that I'm allowed to myself. Because I have Sava, too. Like, I have Crystal that's playing Initiator. It's not like I got, like, some dude off the street. But, like, to me, that's why flexibility matters more than anything. Because I also heard you guys complaining, or not complaining, but, like, saying things like, man, it's really hard because you don't have a lot of time to prepare and you don't have da-da-da-da-da. And that's why my personal philosophy has always been, you treat this like a MOBA. And it's like, I don't need that much time to prepare because you think I'm running this, I'm running the counters to your comp. And good luck, because you're about to go through the mud because you don't know what's coming. Like, that's like a small example is like, you guys know this. Your team, your comp is playing fast, and all of a sudden the enemy swaps a Sage. And if you don't have the already built-in design reps against it and you know what to do, trying to figure that out when you're nervous And when you're playing against better players than what you're used to in scrims, good luck, kid. So, like, I think that stuff. And, like, the Nongshim thing to me is funny because I play them. And I've already told Silkanon, the coach, and some of the players, because we just did some, like, content thing here, and I made it very known. The one thing that's circled on my calendar for season 1, everyone thinks it's like some of these other games. Hell, motherfucking no, it is Nongshim. And it's because I feel like a lot of teams really, to me, showed a lack of understanding of what to do against not only Neon, but against teams when I feel like the blueprint is out there. So for me, it's interesting because I think Nongshim got away with a lot because nobody actually just did the one thing I thought was the most obvious thing to do. And they just let them actually play their comp with no barrier. Because the patch, we should probably talk about the patch. Because the Sentinel nerf and the Initiator nerf, I think was really dumb. And I said it here. And I knew this would happen. That Double Duelist was already dominating last year. And all they did was turn it up even more. And Riot will say that they didn't do it for viewership because it's already happened where you have developers and people in Riot saying, oh no, we didn't make this change to the viewership. We thought this was healthier for the game. And I feel like I was the only one in the offseason screaming to the fucking void. How is nerfing 2 subclasses to almost death? Because you guys said Double Ini was only run by one team. So we're acknowledging that initiators fucking suck.
Yeah.
Right? How is nerfing 2 subclasses entirely good balance or healthy for the game? Like, to not have Sentinels to stop Duelists to me is kind of wild. Yeah. Actually.
I think that's another reason why, like, this ties back to, like, the NRG making a deep run. They were one of the only teams, I feel like, really trying to make the Vise work. I think that, like, it actually showed, Vise is actually still in a pretty good spot against this Double Duelist, honestly. Like, they ran that shit on Split. You could see that. I think it was BBL were having a hard time against it.
But isn't it desperation, though? Because before all the other nerfs, Vice wasn't really considered that good, right?
Like, but
she got nerfed, she was considered trash.
But if
people
like
are
NRG,
so desperate that they need thorns to stop.
Yeah, you got to figure out how to deal with it. Yeah.
So it's less that she's good; it's more that the only way people think to stop what's happening is thorns, and thorns wasn't even the best part of her kit. And I think I'm not saying that NRG is stupid for doing that. I'm saying that actually took a lot of balls and creativity. But it just goes to show you that what people perceive to be the worst Sentinel before the nerfs, once she lost the flash nerf and we all thought she was like trash.
Yeah.
Right? But she's the only saving grace. Now.
Actually, yeah.
Because they did this. And to me, I just find that funny. Because, like I said, I sometimes do heavily think of this game as a MOBA. I can't imagine a MOBA, other than League of Legends, of course, which is ironic and obviously probably answers most of the questions, that will literally nerf entire, to where you can only play like 10 agents in the game. And then they go, yeah, this is healthy. When I'm from a game where every single character in multiple TIs was picked, banned, literally, every single character. There was like 2 or 3 TIs where every agent was picked or banned.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm not used to, let's just play 10 agents.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it because obviously I know some people don't think so, which is irrelevant. But I'm okay with it because we still had 10 different comps on 7 different maps in kickoff, by the way. And we never got destroyed in any map. If we lost, we barely lost.
Bro,
we had enough diversity. Double controller. Up, you remember me and you were talking about double controller. I ran double controller a lot. And we figured out ways to sort of like neutralize like some of the shit that was going on. But if you notice, I never ran double Sensi. You can't. Like double any, PRX tried to copy RQ. PRX lost to RQ. They immediately copied the double any on Pearl. And even though they won the map, they realized this is way too hard and probably not really good. We won because of aim, and they swapped out immediately because people can't run double any. Right? So it's like you're basically stuck in a box. You're either double controller or double duelist, and most people are preferring double duelist. Yeah. But there's no safeguard. So now it becomes who's the fastest, who's the strongest duelist, and what team is the strongest 5-0 hitters. And I don't know. I think that's why a lot of people, you guys are aware, since you guys played there, you're aware that a lot of viewers and fans actually didn't like the product they saw in Santiago, right?
Not really, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't paying attention to like anything.
Someone, when I started the stream, someone messaged to me that they don't like the game is so fast or something. Is that what you're speaking about?
Sure. It was more that basically everyone is doing the same things.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's also true.
And then there's the online discourse about whether or not there's tactical depth, and I'm just gonna say, I don't know how you nerf 2 subclasses and then think there's still tactical depth, because I just think that doesn't make sense. But I don't know. Maybe these people know more than me, I guess. Right? Like, would you guys agree with that? That was there more tactical depth at Champs or in Santiago? Champs last year.
Champs.
Right.
Champs.
Right. So I just think that it's just like, it's just strange that, you know, yeah, everyone is basically running the same thing. And like no one seems to have, not no one, but the community is divided on whether or not that's a good or a bad thing. And I just feel like, man, I don't know if the state of the game is in that great a place.
I mean, let's see. Everyone is running it right now. G2 and us, Neon Whale, just sending it.
Yeah, it's just, but like, is that
actually?
It's just a worse version of last year when everyone was just going double duelist and 5-0ing, right? Because at least they could be stopped if you had a good enough setup.
Yeah,
now it's like you just can't. You can't stop it. So if there's no safeguards for this, then basically you're just rouletting. So you remember in the offseason, me and you spoke, or privately we spoke about this, Andre, about how the game is like super attack sided.
Yeah.
And like the game's gonna come down to who has the best defense.
Yep.
And really, it was like, actually, the best defense didn't matter because it actually was who's the best attack. And I just found that to be like, damn, I was like, man, I thought there were nerfs coming. Nats, it sounded like you thought there were nerfs coming too for more than just the Yoru.
I was thinking way more, I was thinking the meta will change.
Same. I actually feel like I ruined our offseason. Like this whole stretch for season 1, I'm not putting the panic button. I'm not worried because we've adjusted and we figured it out. But I actually told the guys, so much is going to get nerfed. We need to relax on what we think is going to be playable yet. Let's see what might work, right? Imagine that. And then imagine my surprise when I'm like, wait a minute, this patch is basically the same. They just killed Yoru. That's it.
That's so surprising, though. Last year, they were doing way more. This year is just a small change.
I still can't fathom that actually people at Riot think that putting the initiator nerf and the sentinel nerf at the same time was a eureka moment for the game. Surely you give us one at a time, right? At least.
Adding Vito too was kind of like, Vito would have been good if they kept like the timings the same on the initiator util, or like on all.
He would have been better.
Util. Yeah,
but I still think if you know,
useful.
But I actually think that I'm going to check you on this. Isn't Vito more useful now when people can only do it once?
No, you want to know why? Because everyone's running double duelist, and Vito doesn't fucking matter against double duelist at all.
Okay,
doesn't matter.
Did we struggle? No. Because there's other things you can do. Sure, we lost. Look, Paper Rex made it to the finals, and they were in overtime last map, and I was on a mirror comp, running their comp against them, and we go to overtime, and that was the first time we ran that comp, right? So, yeah, I get it. We lost. Oh, yeah, bro. But the point is that I hear your argument, but I do feel like, as the guy that ran Vito the most, if you're playing him as a hard anchor, I kind of think you're the problem, not you. Because the character is way better suited at other things than just being a deady hard anchor. Right? So I think, yes, if you're playing him as a hard anchor to sustain against 5 people and he's just going to eat shit, the only time he can do that technically is when he has ults. Right? And yes, if you're smart enough, you can, pop your trophy. But the problem is if they're smart enough to bait it and fake it first and then re-hit, you're dead. I will concede that for sure.
I just think
I'm just saying that's not the best use of
out
Vito.
of all the Sentis that you could run to help with the double duelist, he's probably like one of the weaker ones, honestly.
I mean, if your design is just to stop double duelist, I guess.
Yeah, but what are you going to do on attack? Bro, Vito does nothing on attack against double duelists either. Like, you're actually just useless.
Vito does nothing. Well, see, I actually can't have a good argument for this because my attack side often let me down.
That's what I'm saying, right? Bro. So, like, again, like, why would you not just run, like...
Yeah, but technically, I didn't blame Vito for that because there's other issues that happened.
I actually think where EMEA was ahead, actually, like, I think the Cypher picks on, like, Pearl, on, like, Abyss, I think the Cypher... Like, I was seeing mainly only the EMEA teams run Cypher. And I was like, this actually makes so much sense. Because you still have... Like, the trips are ass. I know that. The trips are not as good. But, like, you could use the cages to flood in. The cam was really good for info to see where the double duelists were pushing on their defensive side. So, like, you could kind of, like, understand what the enemy defense was doing. Because on double duelist defense, you don't have initiator util. You have to, like, use your body and take risks and fight. You got to fight something. You got to be proactive, right?
For sure.
So that's why I think EMEA, in my opinion, was...
But why not just use double controller and you get way more value? Why not use Omen and Astra instead of a Cypher?
Well, you're not running Omen Astra on Pearl. I'm like using like these maps for example. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I mean sure. Oh well, I mean, you haven't played Fancy United and some of these other teams, but I have seen double controller on this, and I've seen a weird version.
Well, that's ran it. You guys ran Harbor Viper on. Yeah. Was it Harbor Viper that you ran on Pearl?
On Pearl,
yeah.
I see what you're saying on Pearl. Pearl could be more unique.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, even Abyss, Nongshim switched off the double controller. They went Cypher. And they just started fucking farming on Abyss.
I think Cypher just brings a bit more, like, stability to the comp. But the way that the game is so much... it's like... If before we watch to the nowadays games, you would say, "Oh, people taking so much risks." Nowadays, it's not even risk. You just go. That's normal game nowadays.
Right.
So that's why it's like, even if you play without Cypher, it's still fine.
Yeah, I think Cypher is like we said earlier, like the desperation move for Vice. I think Cypher's desperation because the camera, once it's broken, you don't have it for the rest of that half basically because it's gone, or like the rest of the round it's gone. So yeah, sure, you spotted the one lurker who gave you that, but now you don't know 4 of the people are behind him because they did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like, because Talon ran, or like Full Sense ran Cypher on every map still, right? So like in Pacific people are trying it, but I feel like I love Cypher, that's home for me, but hell nah, I was not going to play Cypher at all because I just don't think the value proposition is good enough on either side. I would much rather have an Omen than a Cypher in the same position. You could tell me the same comp, I'd rather take an Omen because on attack I'd have a better flash, and on defense I have more lurk smokes. So yeah, you can hit the bomb site, but you know what the problem is with double duelists? There's not enough info. So you just put smokes all over the bomb site, and those duelists have to actually go in. Smokes. They have to clear them. And if they don't clear them, guess what? Fast flood comes. And now you're getting hit double-pronged retake attacks. And it's like, oh, that shit is just hard to play against.
I guess that's true on Abyss. I was thinking more so just in like the mere double duelist matchups like Pearl. Like I think that's why EMEA.
Yeah.
Like, to me, I really thought that EMEA was the best Pearl like team. Like I know that like NRG beat like certain teams, but I think like
but I think that's because EMEA has the strongest macro though. I think that's why you feel that way.
I was just thinking, like, because, like, think about it. Like, if you're running double duelist mirror, right?
Yeah.
And everyone was running Neon fucking Yoru,
Right.
right? On Pearl. If you're running that and you match up Sentinels, right?
Yeah.
I think the Cypher has the edge over every other Sentinel that you could play.
Oh,
Because
I think in that specific,
if you're
use
not
case,
running the Cypher, you have less info.
I think
straight up
you're
have
kind of right
less info.
in that.
It's it's like a chess game, bro.
Yeah, if you had to run a Sentinel.
Yeah.
But the counter to that is you run your own Yoru, and you run your own either Neon or Waylay, and the Waylay stops the Neon. So the thing is, Waylay and Neon are the same on defense. You know why? They both have a stun. They can stop a turn with the stun. So it doesn't matter which one you have on defense. They both do the same thing. And the and the Yoru in theory can counter the Yoru.
The
That's
worst
kind of how
part
people
about
are countering it.
the worst teams that run double duelist defense are the teams that just play like this, like in a line. You always have to be fighting something.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? You have to be fighting something, and that's where the Cypher can like debunk that. Oh, they're fighting for this space, and now the macro comes in. Okay, now we probably know what their setup is. We can manipulate them now because we know that they're fighting for this leg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if not, then you just have the Cypher fucking lurk up. Defense is really good. I'm talking Pearl specifically right here.
No, but the thing is,
because that was like the most common double duelist.
I actually think you're right, which is if they're gonna attack B and your Cypher was on A, he just takes his trip back, he pushes A main, he trips it, and now he goes back art. He lets them play over there on his team. He trips it again, and now you stopped any pivot. You get early info. You can shave seconds on the rotation. I think you're right. The one problem that why I don't agree with you is still because you know how people are playing? First timing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's why it's good.
That's the issue. Is that Cypher,
you find out the first timing with the cam. So like to your point,
right? But by
your
then,
point about break my cam, whatever. But like
it
doesn't matter because in this meta, people are breaking the cam and just going.
Yes,
they're not fucking breaking the cam and slowing it down, bro.
You're right.
Like no one. Yeah.
No. You're right about that. But then on that retake, Cypher becomes a dead agent. That's the problem. That's the only problem.
You would think that. Okay, like I understand that if you hit the site the Cypher's not on, sure.
Yeah.
But if you're hitting the site the Cypher's on, what does he have? He has exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
You have to clear his cages.
Yes.
And if you don't clear the cages in time, the flood's already here. So yeah. So
no.
You're
fair.
seeing it.
Right.
You're seeing it.
But yes. It's just that people are sophisticated enough to just find agent, go other way. That's the issue. If they're just gonna bum bash and just like run into him, then I think you're right. In a perfect world, that's exactly the scenario you want. It's just it doesn't happen often that way unless you're playing against the bums that didn't qualify.
I'm putting everybody on game right now. So I'm gonna go even deeper though. So if you find the Cypher, you probably did a heavy open, right?
Yep.
Because if you're not running a Cypher yourself, now you're investing a drone or a dart, probably a fucking Astra smoke to do your set open on like let's say B long, right Pearl. What do you think the double duelist team is gonna do once they figure out that you open B?
Oh, they're just going to take it, and if they're smart, they're going to push ET.
I'm saying they're going to take all of the A space, now you don't have another set of now you have to use your body to re-clear. It's just so unfavorable. So that's why I think like EMEA was just so ahead on Pearl, is because it just allowed you to understand like okay, these guys are fucking opening here. Great. If they want to hit into my Cypher, he has cages to stall, hopefully, and Astra util cross map to buy time for rotates. And at the same time, you're just shrinking the map, you know? So it was actually, I just thought EMEA was just way ahead on Pearl.
Right, because if you see Pearl, like PRX on Pearl, they just play one flat, almost one in every lane, right?
And BBL as well. I think BBL was really good Pearl team.
But it still required a defensive gamble at first. Yeah. That I think is the... I think the issue is that it's like
game because defense is so hard. So
because they for some fucking reason nerfed all sentinels and initiators at the same goddamn time. And
I don't even know if we should add this in, bro. I feel like I gave too much game out.
Nah, it's okay, bro. This shit is gonna change anyway because now people are gonna start, I think, correctly running people are gonna now have another blueprint.
Yeah, I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna pivot. Do you guys think that Yoru is dead?
Yes.
Most likely, yeah.
Shit feels pretty
Well, I
mid.
think-
I played it in ranked.
Yeah.
It felt like you can't cross map TP anymore. Really.
No, he's cooked. Well, you have to play
One
Ooh.
flash, bro. One flash. Are you fucking
Okay.
kidding me?
I think the bigger issue, I think for me, the bigger topic is not the TPs, because I think the TPs you can use it in the same way as like Whaley using it, for example.
Yeah.
But you have two. The fact that you have
Sure.
one flash, I think that's terrible. Like, you
Right.
cannot do anything. It's like it's not a duelist anymore. It's I don't
Yeah.
even know who it is.
I'll just say this. The best way to play Yoru is to play him like a jet now. Not the cross TP initiator or first rotator. Now you play him like a jet. So now your dash
Reclear
is
with
now
your TP
just your
timing.
TP.
Yeah.
So anytime you TP, you push and you fight.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do now. And you have one flash to either set up a teammate or to use it for yourself. And then you are literally fodder. You're going to die. Why? Because if you have to retake, you have to go out first. You take the bullets. No one else, because you're useless. But also, now that Yoru
You're
got
right.
nerfed this
You're
way,
just a body. You're just a
right?
fucking
But now that
body, you're
Yoru
right.
got nerfed this way, what does Sky like? What does he have over Sky now? Actually,
Sky got rechargeable flashes now also.
so why not just go, fuck Yoru, let me just add a Sky in here and help my duelist even more with controllable flashes, actually, and then a heal on pistol round, where I can just... Yeah, I'm just going to stop there. I'm just going to stop there. I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, why now just not
Another-
just pick Sky in that slot
Yeah.
and you're just better?
Another thing I want to talk about too is the new controller mix. What do you guys think about mix? You guys think like people are actually going to run mix? Do you think it's actually like a good agent? Like actually genuinely? Because I don't really have an opinion on this because like I've been playing ranked, but I can't tell. Like I haven't played scrims yet. I haven't scrimmed yet, so I don't even know
I
if
mean,
people are
okay,
scrimming.
in theory, I haven't either, so I guess my opinion would be less valid. But
Well, like
I
okay,
don't
like
know
if we're just
anyone
like
does.
spitting, like if we're just we haven't even tried it, right? So like what are we thinking? Like we could
I
also
think-
take this off air if you guys don't think it's good.
No,
Or-
I don't mind
or have
saying
a-
my opinion. It's up to Nats if he wants to say his.
I mean, I don't mind. I just think it's buff right now.
So you see this? What would you call this? If I ask you, what is this?
empty bottle of water.
Sure.
What the
And what do you
fuck?
do with this? Where do you place this?
In the trash.
Right.
In
You
the
might as well call
recycling,
this
what do you
mix.
mean?
Right.
Recycling.
Yeah,
Might as well
in
call this
Germany,
mix.
you need to, you need to
You might-
put it. You need to bring it into the store in Germany.
Yeah. You might as well call that mix, basically.
Wow, it's that bad? You think it's
Yes.
that bad?
I have an idea of what I want to do
Dude.
with him.
Yo,
One idea on one map.
I got something
But
funny, bro.
in reality, it's not really that, like,
Yo, remember how you had the zombie comp with like all the reses?
yes.
I played against a comp in ranked where it was
All
Sky,
heals?
Sage mix.
Yeah. All heals. I know. I thought of something like that.
It was
doesn't
so
work.
fucking bro. Pistol
best
round,
part-
bro.
Yeah.
Pistol round. These motherfuckers
It's
are
OP,
full
right?
HP everywhere.
Yes,
I was like,
yes,
what the hell
yes.
is going on?
No, it's sick.
I did
So
300 damage.
let me tell you something. The best part of Mix's kit is the ability are both his post plants and retakes. Basically, that heal concussive thing is actually not bad in specific spots. The problem is, are you really gonna pick a fucking agent just for that scenario? Because you still have to get there.
Yeah.
That's the issue. He doesn't really help you get there, and that is fundamentally his big problem. But like he doesn't fully counteract the Brim Molly, but like the ability
that
to like
video. I saw that
sit
video.
there on that is, ooh,
Kind of cool.
yeah.
But who the fuck is playing post plant brim mollies nowadays, bro?
Exactly. I mean,
The
some
round's
teams,
already over.
some
Their
teams
rounds.
started to try to play more posts, but like, bro, that shit is just too fucking hard, bro. And like, why do you want to go through the stress of like every round? Not that it has to be a clutch, but like when you play these post plants and post plant lineups and stuff, they're surgical. Why do you want to do that when I can just fucking slide kill you, slide one tap you with a phantom? Isn't that just way easier? Right? Like, it's like, back to what we said about tactical depth. Why do you need this level of tactical depth when I could just run at you and kill you and you don't have the defensive options to stop me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlucky. But yeah, I am still mind blown that more people aren't upset about the fact that like two subclasses are basically nuked. And it's like,
Yeah.
that's cool. It's like, and the thing is, I don't think this makes the games more exciting. I feel like the reason they did it was to make the games more exciting. I really do. But the thing that I find interesting is I don't think the games are more exciting, actually, because whoever starts attack first is more than likely just going to run away with the games. Because if you looked at a lot of what actually happened amongst the top teams, just really think about it.
No, it was.
Whoever got the biggest lead early literally won the game.
Yeah.
And if you only got 7 rounds on your attack, you basically lost, actually.
Yeah.
I don't know if that actually makes side choice more important. That makes Team A more important than maps, which I think fundamentally changes everything too. Which is probably like something that
it was hella
I should
weird.
research more because
It was very weird.
Yeah.
All right, we're back on track now. So let's talk about groups, bro, and let's just start again with Frost's entire group, man. I just want to talk about it because we're talking about how we all want to qualify for London and how we're gonna get there. So, Steve,
Life
can we
is always
pop
hard
up?
for me, brothers.
Yeah, can we pop up the group? And I want you to just.
We got your demons, both your demons in our group, Nongshim and Paper Rex, bro. It's a Hector. Enjoy.
I don't feel like Nongshim's our demon, bro. I feel like if we played him again, I feel
fair.
like we would have won.
Okay, fair. Maybe I'm like, going a little overboard on that, but
PRX definitely in my nightmares, bro. All right, so here let's actually just click on Global Esports strength of schedule. Let's see who you play, bro. Oh, Genji first. Genji secret. Okay, at least you get a freebie, right? Okay, at least after
you just call Genji a freebie. Oh man,
no. I'm talking about secret.
I'm
talking about secret.
Oh, they said they're gonna make playoffs. Actually, they told Patman to his face in some content. Apparently.
Yeah.
They're like,
That's
yo,
secret.
We're gonna make playoffs, bro. We're gonna beat you, bro. He was like, yeah, man.
Secret.
But yeah, bro, that's my thing.
Honestly, if they do, they do. Fuck.
Yeah,
okay.
but
all right. So, what are we saying? What are we saying right now, Nats? How are you feeling about this? I can't. Yo, you know what's probably good for you that you play PRX and Nongshim last.
Yeah.
Actually, is that good for you? I feel
No,
like you're the type of guy to want to play Nongshim first.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
But PRX doesn't matter.
I
though.
had them first.
I feel like for you, PRX doesn't matter. Like when you play
I don't
him.
care about them at all.
Yeah.
That's just gonna happen.
Like dude, I know. I feel
Bro,
that.
I've
I
had
actually
PRX
feel that.
in every group.
I feel that. I feel that so hard. I'm like, PRX is just PRX.
By the way,
Doesn't
I
matter
just
when
want
you
to point
play
this out. PRX has basically been in our group. They've been in our group, I think, more than any other team I've been in groups with, period, in Pacific. By the way, because if memory serves correctly, well, yeah, we fought them for 1 seed. The number 1 seed in the group last year was us versus PRX. It was like we ended up, I think, 4-1 losing to them. Yeah, and then the year before, the same thing. Yeah, so I've had this team in more groups than anyone I've ever had. It's just funny that Riot does this all the time. It's just unlucky, I guess. It's just sad to not be
playing them.
T1. Yeah. Because on a personal level, they're amazing people. I enjoy them. I know competitively, it's like on all the time. Because especially me, I'm super competitive. I don't like losing. I don't like losing to these fucks. But on a personal level, I love them. In game, I fucking hate them, including Ilya. So,
Ilya fucked me too, bro.
But if they ever needed anything outside of the game, bro,
Ilya got me good,
whenever
bro.
you need it. Whenever you need anything, I got you, bro. But in Valorant, fuck you, bro.
Ilya got me good, bro. 30 kills, pistol round ace on Corrode. Great, bro.
Oh my god,
Great,
Ilya
bro.
getting 19, bro. Imagine Nats. If I told you went 19-3 in 1 half against me, but I told you that the score line at halftime was 6-6, what would you say? Isn't that kind of weird?
Yeah, it is. It's a score-wise where you 10-2 someone, no? 11-1.
Unlucky, but no, not on that day. Ilya decided, nah, bro, I'm gonna fuck your whole year up. Anyways, let's just move on from that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so how are you feeling about your opening match against Genji, bro? Because didn't they make a change or something?
Yes. And I can't leak the change, but I know
It's known that they're making a change, though, right?
Yeah. Basically, they're going to want to run back because we beat them in kickoff to knock them out.
Yeah.
And, that surprisingly, by the way, that was a year after they knocked so they beat us for the 3rd place in kickoff the year before with Governor and Ban. So it was nice that on the same day that they knocked us out, we knocked them out the next year, which was nice. They're obviously going to want to run back. Texture's probably going to try to do everything he can to Superman a win here. I don't know. We still feel good about it. I feel very good about it. So, like, it is what it is. Secret, obviously. DRX, you already know what it is. So, I don't even... Nats, are you aware of what we mean about, you know what it is with DRX or no?
I mean, I heard stuff. Why?
Okay. Yeah.
I even learned more stuff in Santiago.
Yeah.
about the stage things. I was not aware of that things.
Yeah.
I was so because in Europe we get punished for that every single time.
Oh, non-Pacific. Anyways, we're gonna try to stay on the air and not get hit with the popos, you know. But yeah, trust me, brother.
Wait, are you suspended?
Get me. Oh, let's not even go there, bro. They want. Listen. Won't. I'm here so I don't get fined.
Nope.
Let's put it that way, bro.
Okay,
I'm trying to go
bro.
back home though. Anyways, yeah, and then we play Paper X, and then we end with Nongshim, and I cannot wait for that Nongshim game. I am chomping at the bit for the Nongshim game.
You're about to get fucked up by Domby, bro. Watch.
That's true.
Hey, but maybe
As I said to Nats,
though.
what's the record though? What's the scoreboard say? You got to tell your boy what the scoreboard says, because I'm pretty sure I'm the foremost expert on Domby.
Bro, you better shit on Domby,
and I was
bro.
1 round away.
You're talking a big game, bro.
I'm not talking a big game,
bro.
I'm not talking a big game. I'm talking facts. This is the problem with you analysts. This is the problem with talent in Valorant, bro.
What,
y'all don't
recency
talk
bias?
facts.
Recency bias?
Y'all give opinions, not facts.
We give recency bias opinions, bro. It's our job, bro.
Recency bias, uneducated. I don't know what the difference is, but anyways,
Hey, bro.
you know,
Don't be talking shit about my fucking fellow talent, bro. We're gonna fuck
I'm
you
not
up,
talking
bro.
shit about anybody. I'm just saying.
We're getting all get in the server and fucking take your team out, bro. Then what?
Oh, you know I'm about that. Bring your 5. Bring your 5. What?
Right,
That's this is my domain. This is my domain expansion.
Oh, we said
bro.
domain expansion.
This is my domain expansion, bro.
All right.
Valorant 5v5. Oh, we good.
All right, let's check out Nats' group and the rest of EMEA, and then see your strength of schedule too. All right, so these are the EMEA groups. Yo, is there a side that's stacked here? Or is this just pretty balanced overall?
I think right side should be stronger than the left one. I mean, there is some changes. Actually excited for the Navi changes, what Angel did, honestly. But I think BBL,
He's
Fnatic, and Vital. I think he is. But I think Vitality should do. I mean, I'm interested how they will do with the Sayonara now. He turned 18, so they're gonna play with the full roster. But I think right group is a bit stronger. But I think, yeah.
I would agree with that.
Fire. And then let's click on Liquid and just see like I think your first match is KC. So you get to play against Narrate.
Yeah.
How you feeling about Narrate coming back to KC, bro? Is he gonna make some magic, or are you guys gonna shut them down? I mean, obviously you're gonna shut them down, right?
Can I ask you about Wayne?
Yeah,
Talk to me about Wayne.
Oh, what exactly you want to hear?
Tell me about your initial impressions and then your Santiago impressions.
I mean, what surprised me how confident he is in himself. That what surprised me a lot.
APAC.
I mean, yeah, feels like I don't know. I mean, I just have a different experience playing here in Europe, but it actually how much he confident in himself and the stuff he does and the way he does it, without touching the warfare fix and all of that, the way he works, right? In game, it's actually crazy good. And I think that's something that you need to learn as a player. But I think it also was a little bit hard for him. When I think nowadays it's a bit easier because a lot of teams shifting to the double dive, right? But him coming to our region, a lot of people play very slow here. And they try to play proper macro, like some teams trying to avoid fights. But in Pacific, as I know, you guys don't avoid fights. You go into fights and you decide everything there.
Oh.
So I mean,
yeah.
It's cool.
And I thought he did relatively well, and so I was so impressed by his first international performance, especially coming out of Ascension. Because Ascension in playoffs, that was his worst performance. I hadn't seen him perform that badly. So to see the difference, because he's been, by the way, probably the biggest young talent in Pacific for quite some. I feel like Primi. Okay, if memory is serving correctly, if I forget anyone, that's on me. But I feel like Primi was obviously the one. But after Primi, it was Wayne. This dude in tier 2, everybody should be trying to sign him. Like, they skipped over Javi. They skipped over all these guys. It was Wayne. And then in Ascension, I felt like his stock was going to drop because of this. So, like, for instance, I thought I was going to get him, obviously. And then, that didn't happen.
I'm so sorry about that.
No. Don't be sorry.
I'm so sorry, but I'm not
no, he's in
sorry.
a good place with you, bro.
Get fucked.
And I think it worked out for us too, right? Because then Patman fell from the trees, so that kind of worked out. But yeah, like I thought he played so well in Santiago, and I was like, oh shit, because I feel like he's a good. Not that he can replace Keiko, but I feel like the firepower and, like you said, the fearlessness in that stage will be a nice, not replacement specifically, but like you lost that, but you gained this.
Yeah, I mean, I think fearless. That's what you said. Very, very good thing. Because in Europe, since you play macro, you try to avoid this thing, and you guys in the Pacific, people just don't care. They just go into it.
Yeah, everything's a timing. Everything's a timing, bro. The barrier hasn't even dropped. In Pacific, that's a timing. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, bro. These guys are just nuts, bro. But it is very interesting because I think, I don't know if you want to call it like the paper rexification of Valorant was only heightened this offseason because of the, lack of Sentinels. And so I feel like nowadays, if you don't have people like that on your team, like for me, obviously, it was Pat. Pat, broke almost every rule. And it worked. Because even if it failed for him, we had a backup plan already ready for if this didn't work. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, and for us, it just was, super good. So, it's curious. Or I was just curious about, how it felt to have, one of those guys on your team now. That is just, if you wanted to ever run it down, he's like, bro, I'm right behind you. Let's go.
That's the thing. Yeah. That's what I said before, that nowadays the risk is not even a risk. And the teams who still thinks that's a risk, they play too much behind. They play old Valorant. It's hard to play that Valorant when nowadays everyone is just playing different timings.
Yeah. You think that's why Fnatic struggled?
I think so. Beside them losing Chronicle, right? I still think that they should adjust. And plus now the meta did not shift, right? I mean, all of us were expecting new changes, like Whaley changes, and it did not happen. I think they should try to adjust. At least try to fight a bit more. Because if they will not fight, teams will force fights anyway. If they're not going to change, I think the rest of the teams will try to change. And naturally, it will happen. I mean, it happened in our game, right? We were on their spawn, on Corrode, as a defender, pushing from our Brim smoke in middle. I don't know if you saw that or not.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Everyone just running it down, bro.
Yo, it's just, you can't play defense. You have to play active defense. You can't play actual control defense.
Yeah.
Because there's no sentinels. So if you're not active, you're just R-word. Ridiculous, for those of you before everybody gets mad. Ridiculous. That's what I meant.
Yeah, that's definitely what you meant. Yeah.
Do you think they should just revert the Sentinel changes, though, honestly?
I think they should do something with the Sentinel. I think
the
game is just not balanced at all. It's the thing is, it's
League of Legends, or TFT, actually. Yeah.
Even if you take Sentinel, so for example, my life as a Sentinel, I have to have so much micro adjustments just to survive and win time. I'm not even speaking about killing them.
Yeah.
If before I would speak about, okay, I can hold side, I can get 3-4. Now I'm speaking about survive and win time for rotations to come. Because right now, some agents can just fly over my abilities. And that's it.
Yeah, it's so cooked.
Or just run through them completely.
Or run through them,
Yeah. Your group is
Yeah, let's pop up
Interesting.
NA group.
Heretics is kind of in a weird
Oh,
spot.
we're still doing liquid.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see. I'm actually interested with them because I think they're still trying to figure it out how they want to insert comeback into the system. It's such a different duelist to what it was before. So
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, okay. Now that we're
Rien's
talking
is
about
still
that,
crazy, though.
what were the vibes like when you beat Heretics? You know what I mean? When you beat Heretics, was
what
like
you mean for the MiniBoo?
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, we beat them very fast, but I mean, he
I
was
know.
enjoying.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Even
know.
if you,
bro,
he
he
was
was
enjoying
going
that.
crazy.
I can imagine.
I mean, beating your own brother, I think, especially after you leave a team, is I just cannot imagine that.
It's the ultimate slam fucking dunk, bro. At every family dinner, he's like, bro, you can't talk to me, bro. You can't see me. You can't look me in the
you
eyes,
cut
bro.
me?
You must look down.
You cut
You must
me,
look
right?
down now. You must look down.
That's why we need to be prepared for that game right now. We cannot mess up. We need to protect his win streak.
For sure.
Actually, bro. Actually,
Respect, bro. See, W teammate right there, bro.
W teammate for real, bro.
But this is the group stage game. We beat them in elimination game. So
I
this
know
one-
it's
I know, I
so
know, I know.
different. So I was thinking the same thing when we get to NA. Like I'm gonna talk about that.
Yeah, but the scoreboard doesn't matter, though. Or, I'm sorry, like, the quality of the win and technically won't matter, especially if you're the loser. Like me, if I'm 0-1 and then I tie it 1-1, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna lie. Even I'm gonna be like, no, bro. That shit counts. That shit's 1-1, bro. I don't give a fuck. Scoreboard, like I'm the type, bro. So for MiniBoo, yeah, it's still a big game for him because even though he
Yeah.
can say, oh, I qualified to the major for you, no one's gonna give him that, bro.
Yeah.
You're only as good as your last win. Ain't that right, Andre?
Yeah, no, 100%, bro. Everyone thinks I'm fucking ass right now. It's so crazy, bro.
Which, as I told Nats earlier, I think it was more the character pick than I think your form.
I mean, bro, to be fair, like, you know, I had high expectations being like top
I know.
NA player or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just different. I mean, dude, I have experience, but like,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yours
sometimes that
amazing.
shit doesn't even matter, bro.
But yeah, like,
Yeah.
you're not a specialist, right? So it's like when you're playing against
Well, bro,
specialists,
I
it's,
mean,
like, hard. Yeah.
okay, let's put this into perspective for like everyone watching about like when I started playing Waylay. What fucking was it week 2 or maybe week 3 in NA?
Yeah.
First reps on Waylay ever. Getting top 4, you know, at international. I mean, I had some masterclass maps. Like Abyss for me was really strong on the Waylay. But like the other Waylay maps were more of just like kind of like role. Like I'm playing a role, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard, bro. It's not easy, bro. These motherfuckers been playing Waylay for the whole fucking year, bro. 2 years. I just started, bro. I need a little bit more time. But I mean, still made it work, bro, as best as I could. But either way, all right, let's go to the NA group now.
I think your group is kind of cheeks, bro. I think obviously your first game is going to be difficult. I'll admit.
Yeah, so
I
that's
think
what
both
groups
so that's
are
what I
fairly
was talking
even.
about when I was
They're fairly
saying like
even. They're fairly
when I was talking about like
Oh,
how
yeah.
you know how you were saying it's like it's not an elimination game.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like this MIBR that we're gonna play is gonna be very strong.
Yeah.
And I think Leviathan is a very promising team as well.
They have a lot of skill, but I would argue that
Yeah.
tactically, I think I'll just leave it at that. I think I think this is where they're going to struggle a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean.
because it's not like they have. Yeah. Anyways, I feel
Yeah.
like most of this group is cookies for you, though. No.
Yeah, I think the Envy game is gonna be funny because like the Demon 1 shit, even though that shit doesn't even matter
Demon
anymore at all.
one. Yeah. Demon
Well,
one.
like he was like taking
and
shots at me.
Kesnet. Yeah.
for fun, you know?
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah.
But yeah,
Him
I
and
mean
Kesnet, right? Should carry them is what people think is going to
Yeah.
happen. That's going to be hard.
apparently he's been frying in scrim, so
Oh yeah,
we'll
he's
find out.
That's what he does. And if you give him the op early and he gets hot, you're gonna have a problem. But
I know
you
he's
guys
good.
are also quality too, so
Yeah, I know he's good.
it's not gonna be easy, you know. But
Yeah, I think that MIBR game is gonna be
I certainly think
banger.
you're gonna be the 1 seed, though. I absolutely, you guys should feel. I would feel if I'm in your position that you're gonna be the 1 seed. I mean, shit, I feel I'm gonna be the 1 seed in mine.
yeah. I mean, like I said,
Call
we're
me
confident.
delusional, but
We're confident, but we also know that like it is also like what's the word for it? not a fortune. It's not fortunate. It's a blessing
been
to
worse.
be able to make. It's a blessing to be able to make internationals, and you can't take it for granted because it's not
For
free.
sure, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for
So
sure.
like anything could happen, and I know like the guys like if you think about G2 last year, stage 1, they barely squeaked by to make
Yeah.
Toronto. Like that was like really close fucking games. Remember that shit? So listen, again, nothing is fucking free.
I thought Valen. So one, I thought you guys lost, or sorry, I thought G2 lost before you even got there. I mean, Ye. I love Jacob, but he kind of trolled, especially on one retake. Oh my god! But even Valen thought he wasn't gonna make it. Valen was already in tears before the game was over. Like fuck, we just threw, and these guys pulled that shit back and qualified. That Toronto, bro. The lead up to Toronto in all the games, and also Toronto the tournament were peak. I don't think I have seen a stretch of the month and a half of as amazing Valorant and storylines than that Toronto tournament. The lead up and the fucking tournament was fucking incredible, bro. I will not forget that, by the way. Oh, EG had him, actually. They fucking had him.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my god, they had him.
I feel like I casted that shit, bro. Like I actually feel like I casted it,
right?
Yeah.
No, you did. I think you were still in your
bro.
"I'm not a player yet."
I think
stage.
I casted that game, bro.
You did.
And now I'm on their team, bro. It's so
Me
crazy.
and you talked about this for like 30 minutes on
So
SpikeTalk. I
insane.
remember, bro. Me and you were bugging out over that game, bro. I couldn't believe
so
this
crazy.
shit, bro. Fucking Jacob on the bot. You remember fucking Art the bot? Oh my god, he threw. Anyways, the other group I think is pretty solid too, though.
I'm not gonna lie, the G2
What's
boys
up?
talk about that shit all the time. They're like, "Thank you, Ye. Thank you."
Yes,
Ye."
oh
That's
my
what
god,
they-
Jacob.
That's what they
Fuck,
say,
bro. That's my guy too, bro. But yes, that was a big mistake.
We'll have to
That
show
shit
Nats
was
one
tough,
day,
bro.
We'll have to show Nats one day. But yeah, I'm
That
feeling pretty
shit
good
was
about our
tough.
group. I'm feeling good about the group.
Yeah, the other group is much
all right.
harder, I think. The other group, the Furia, 100 Thieves, NRG is already tough. You think Sentinels has a chance with Ewok and, Jerwin and all these guys?
I
mean,
think
maybe
that's
I
hard,
should.
bro.
And
I
maybe
think
that's an unfair. Yeah, I know.
I think it's hard. Like,
Can they make playoffs?
yeah, I think they can make playoffs.
Okay.
Fuck,
Probably
it's still
as a
hard
bottom
though. Like
seed,
with
but
that
they're still
group,
gonna
it's
have to play
fucking
you.
hard, bro.
I know that group is
With that
tough.
group, it's hard, man.
That group.
And being a new roster, but like sometimes with new rosters, you have that like honeymoon phase.
Yeah.
So I could see if they honeymoon, I could see them making it to playoffs
for sure. But
I think in playoffs it would be hard.
Yeah. I feel that actually.
Yeah, that's what I think. But yeah,
I will say though, I think their schedule is pretty favorable though, because they play NRG late, and if NRG has a group in the bag,
did you click on their schedule? Let's click on Sun's schedule real quick.
yeah.
Let's see.
So it's Crew and 100 Thieves.
How is
Yeah, I
Crew
think-
and the EG is looking?
This is not as easy as you
Not
think,
as
bro.
great.
This is not, dude. Did you scrim
Crew is
crew
gonna
at
struggle.
all in Chile? Nats?
I think once we played them, yeah.
We scrimmed them. They weren't that bad, bro.
Can you click on their roster? Because I remember by rosters. I don't
It's
remember
like
by
it's like
team.
Sodhawk.
Yeah, it's.
Oh yeah,
no,
we
NW Zera, left.
yeah, we played them 3 times. Yeah, 3 times. Yeah, they were pretty good there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I actually think that this is a hard opening game for Sun.
Yeah, I agree.
Like legitimately. It's gonna be a tough one for Sun. Because this team has been doing nothing but scrimming.
Okay, so in my opinion, I thought 100 Thieves was going to be a harder matchup. But if both of you
No,
are
yeah,
telling
100
me in scrims that
Yeah.
Cruz is good, maybe Cruz are harder matchup. You know why? Experience.
That's what I'm saying.
You got inexperience going up against Sadhawk and less.
Yeah.
And NW Zera's aim, trust.
Oh, they're good, bro.
That boy puts people down.
Oh, they're good. They're good.
I don't know how he's developed since I've been gone from Furia, right? Like maybe he's regressed. But the MW I remember, whew,
No, they're
that
good,
boy
bro.
was cold.
They're
God darn it. That is a tough one.
That's a tough group. That's actually a tough group. Honestly, when I first saw it, like when we pulled it like live, I thought it was pretty balanced, but like looking at it now, I do think that that's a harder group.
The right one, yeah? I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
so also.
Yeah, I think EG's cooked because I'm not sure. I mean, you think Fury's gonna have staying power though? Did you scrim Furia at all, Nats? How did they feel?
No, we
Nope.
didn't.
Oh, that's disappointing.
I think they'll be all right, bro. I think the cool thing about them is like Koala Noob is pretty flexible.
Yeah.
So like he
Yeah,
can
I mean,
play
I like
other
Johnny.
shit.
EIU is. Yeah.
I mean, this is EU's fucking meta.
Yeah, for sure.
Just say it how it is, bro. Like,
Yeah. He gets to
Shit
go
was-
one piece of util, and now I'm a duelist. Let's go.
sometimes no util.
Yeah, for sure.
I've seen this guy
No
not use
argument,
anything.
bro.
I see this guy not use anything sometimes.
No, I know. That's what I mean. Like it's initiator value lower. I can play more aggressive. Yes, thank you.
So funny, bro. But yeah, I think that's a good spot to
Damn.
end, bro.
That's cool.
We've been
Well,
yapping for 2 hours now, bro.
Yeah,
Nats, thank you
I
so
know.
much for your fucking time, bro.
Yep,
I know
it was
that you have a
fun.
YouTube
It was-
channel.
It was enjoyable to speak, honestly, not gonna lie. Even some conversation I did not jump in. It's good to hear your guys' perspective.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I've been trying to get you on for a long ass time, my boy.
Hey, dude.
Yeah,
People don't know me
sounds-
and you have a relationship too. It's so funny. People don't know that me and you have known each other for as long or we're as cool.
It was
Everybody was
super,
surprised I
super-
had Redgar here. Also, I was like, bro, those are my guys, bro.
Dude,
Like,
we're
it's
gonna
fun.
have to.
5 years, already.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The boys, bro.
I even remember we met in LA, no?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had lunch. By the way, we had lunch with Exalt in LA. Me, him, and Exalt.
No
I
way.
brought
You know
Exalt with me. We had
Yeah.
lunch at a Spanish restaurant, bro. He had like Cuban food.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
bro.
fine. Did you like it? I bet it was fucking good.
We were
Todd doesn't
eating how is that called? Not Texas food?
No, it wasn't barbecue. It
Barbecue?
wasn't Texas barbecue.
Texas Roadhouse?
No.
No.
It was fucking Cuban food, bro.
I don't know. It was kind of like a burrito thing, but on the plate, no?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So you probably
Oh,
had
you
like.
motherfuckers are making me hungry right now. I'm just saying.
bro, it was litty. But anyways.
Oh my god, I'm hungry.
Yeah. More like Tex-Mex fusion, but it also
Yeah.
had.
You know better.
I ate
I
Cuban,
have
I ate
nothing
Cuban.
here.
I know.
It's McDonald's here only. That's
We
it.
know.
No, bro, are you
We know,
serious?
yeah, But don't worry though.
Or kebab.
One day we bring you
I
back
love
to
kebab.
LA and you eat more shit. Oh,
We gotta take him to Galbi Gym.
Yes,
We
tell
gotta take him
him.
to Galbi Gym.
Oh, son non dang.
Bro, it's so
man.
good.
Nats, there's a whole world we gotta open you to. And then if you ever get a chance, which probably, hopefully, you go to China. If you can stop in Korea, brother.
You want
the
me to
food
go
you-
China?
No. Champs is in China.
Shanghai,
qualify,
bro, Shanghai.
But on the way back, just come here real quick because yo, you gotta tell him, Andre, how good it. Tell him
No,
about Korea.
Korean food
Tell him
is
about
just
Korea.
insane. Like on average, you go to like any place and it's just gonna be solid. It's just gonna be good
Oh,
KBBQ everywhere you
It's
go.
number
That's,
one
there is a
anywhere
whole
I've been.
world you
Yeah, it's
must
fucked
be
up.
introduced to, brother. Trust.
Okay, after Shanghai, I'm stopping there then. I'll
got
make
it,
sure
you
you
got
are there.
Oh, I will. Bro, for you, anything. I got you,
Okay.
bro. And then I'll make sure Baby Bay's there too, no matter
Okay.
what, even if he doesn't qualify, which it
What?
is gonna happen. Valen, don't kill me. I'm joking.
What?
I'll make
Bro, I
sure
bet
he's
you were
there, bro.
cheesed after the first match when you did that thing where you're like, he's gonna be the lowest rated player.
Nah, bro. I'm not you. I don't root for your downfall. I'm not gonna create a meme O2 barbecue for people to. Actually, I'm the other guy. I'm defending you.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. A part
I'm
of me
defending you.
a part of me was sitting there like, nah, this motherfucker, bro. It's like
Nah,
he had
bro.
to say it.
Nah, bro. I'm not even that guy, bro.
I know.
That guy.
I know.
But I will say though, to this point,
That shit was so funny.
I think
bro.
I was right. If I sent Primi at you, if we played and I sent Primi at you 12 rounds, I'm pretty sure you would have the same rating. I'm just gonna say it.
I'm not gonna
You
say
know
anything,
that.
bro. I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, exactly. You can't. Oh shit. Primi to God, bro.
Fuck, bro. Fuck, man. All right. Hey, all good. Hey, that's going to be it for episode 51 of Spike Talk. We finally got Nats on, bro. Hopefully we get you on again. Like, maybe we could all do one in London. That would be fire, bro. Doesn't have to be this long. It could
I'm
be a little
down.
bit more chill. But yeah,
I
that
gotta
would be
make it
fucking
there.
fire. Yeah. Let's all try
Group
to
of
make
death.
it there, bro.
But it's
You
okay,
got the
though.
group of death for sure.
I'm predicting the 1 seed. I keep coming in second in groups.
Bro,
I
you
think
make
this
the
is
one seed, that's gonna be
I think
epic,
this team
bro.
is the one, bro.
Biggest
yeah, you
Spike
said
Talk
that about
episode ever.
Santiago, and then we choked in overtime. Unlucky.
Still, if you make the one seed, that will be epic indeed.
Biggest Spike Talk we
Yeah.
ever do is when going to be Hector finally makes an international. So
Oh,
Actually, bro. Oh my God. I made Nats. I made an international before this guy.
I met you with that
Since we started
international.
SpikeTalk, since we started SpikeTalk.
I made an international before Frost.
No, I was at Jams, bro. Y'all trolling, bro. Anyways,
Oh, I
bro,
guess, yeah, technically,
disrespect on this
sorry.
fucking thing. The
Chase was in
disrespect,
Korea
Nats.
and I
You
was
see
coming
this
to
shit,
Korea.
bro?
It's fair. It's fair.
Where do you think I played Nats at?
That's fair. My
Not
bad.
international?
My bad.
No, I know.
I'm just joking,
The
bro.
problem is you'd already got knocked out before I got there. That's the bigger issue.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
Is he so right though? What was I
That's
supposed
crazy.
to do,
I
bro?
can't say anything.
No. Yo, Nats, you know what the worst part about that was too?
God.
It was that me and Cruz had been saving comps and maps because we expected to make it out of groups for playoffs. Cruz was like, bro, let's never do that shit again, bro. It's
No, you
so
can't.
sad that
You
we
literally
never played
can't.
our best maps and our best comps. I was like, yeah, you right, bro. My bad.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can't take it for granted, bro. You can't.
I know, bro.
You
That
gotta
shit
get
was
there,
cooked,
bro.
bro.
You gotta get there.
Life is so fucking hard, guy.
It is hard, bro. It is hard, but it's fun at the same time. The journey is fun as fuck, man. So yeah, journey's fun as fuck. Thank you guys for watching.
The
and
journey.
Don't forget
Title of the episode: The Journey.
the journey. Don't forget the journey, and don't forget to like, sub, and comment down below on whatever you want.
Have a good one.
And we
peeps.
did it.
Be easy.